Hey friends, welcome back to Ancestral Healing. Happy Tuesday. Today's video is not going to be about nutrition, it's not going to be about food, but it is going to be about a very important topic that affects mostly women, men too, but I do believe that this topic affects all genders because even if you are a man, you're going to come into contact with a woman at some point, whether it's a daughter, a niece, a good friend, a girlfriend, who may consider getting this procedure done, and you want to be well equipped for this conversation. Even men get this procedure done. I am talking about Botox. I recently found out that there are quite a number of women experiencing extreme negative health effects after getting Botox procedures done. I was already aware of breast implant illness, but I had never heard of any negative side effects of getting Botox. If you are curious about learning about breast implant illness, just look up the hashtag breast implant illness on Instagram. If you want me to do a video on it, please write down in the description below and let me know. I would love to do a video on that. Now let's dive into some of the most important facts about Botox. And forgive me, I may have to glance over at my notes because some of these chemicals in the Botox are way too difficult to memorize. Some of the most alarming data that I've gathered is regarding the toxic chemicals used in Botox. So in some cases, when people get Botox injected into their face, it can have this effect of botulinum toxin, which is actually categorized as one of the most poisonous biological substances known. And this may affect areas of the body away from the administered site. So, if you're getting Botox done around your eyes or on your lips, this effect may go into your brain, apparently. It can cause symptoms of a serious condition called botulism. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Botulism poisoning has one of the biggest list of side effects that I have ever seen. I was doing my research. I do a lot of my research on Instagram, but the people that I follow always credit their posts. So they provide studies, real, scientific evidence. So it's not just someone on a Instagram account creating things with no merit. So I've seen at least 60 side effects. I'll name a few: anxiety, panic attacks, auditory hallucinations, facial pain, hair loss, thyroid dysfunction, loss of emotion, strokes, brain fog, depression, and hormonal issues. This is news to me because I thought Botox was used safely for 18 years with no known side effects. So of course, no one talks about these things. And when you get Botox done, whether it's in the first time that you see negative reactions or in the 10th or the 100th time, apparently a lot of these symptoms are inevitable. You are going against nature's course. And the sad part about getting these fillers, these injections, is that if you do experience these negative side effects, a lot of the times medical professionals will not believe you, or there's nothing that they can do about it. It's so hard to pinpoint the side effect to the injection. The research just is not there. That's not where the money's going. Guys, I'm telling you, this is just the tip of the iceberg. It's so hard for me to condense all of this information into one video and to try to maintain your attention in this one video because I could talk about this for hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of Instagram accounts below in the description. If you want to learn more, just go on these accounts. And in these accounts, you'll also find a lot of information on breast implant illness. We've been told for so many years that Botox prevents aging. That's why it's called preventative Botox. At one point in my life, when I was in high school, I wanted to get a form of Botox. It's like a filler. I wanted to get bigger lips. I'm really happy that I didn't. No judgment to those that have them. I think this information is important. We need to know both sides of the coin. But I'm grateful now learning this information, and because of the path that I'm on in my life, I really value my health. I'm all about an ancestral, natural way of life. It wouldn't have really jived. So I'm glad that I was not allowed to. Thank you, Mom. But back to the topic of Botox. We are not actually considering the ingredients that we inject into our face. We hear medical professionals say that it's completely fine, it's tested, it's true, it will prevent aging, it's good for maintenance. But what's on the other side of the coin? The claims on the opposite side of the coin is that Botox actually in the long run contributes to aging. Botox itself is a neurotoxin. The function of Botox is to paralyze. When you paralyze a muscle or an area, the tissues begin to atrophy. What that means is, I'm going to provide a little definition for you guys. It's a reduction in the functionality of an organ caused by disease, injury, or lack of use. Over time, you will start to have skin that lacks healthy movement, sags, has improper lymph and blood flow, and weakened tissues. When you get fillers in your face, you are essentially creating a traffic jam. What I mean by that is you are now unable to naturally move your face, to frown, to smile, to be shocked. You can't do that anymore. It's jammed. You have tension blocked up, pent up energy in your face. Your lymph nodes already get stagnant with age. And when you put the Botox in, when you put the fillers in, it really impedes the lymph nodes. The lymphatic system is arguably the most important system in our bodies. And you want open and active and flowing lymphs for good overall health. Our lymphatic system is what carries disease and also toxins from the body. When you get breast implants and Botox, you are negatively impacting your lymphs. These things cause a congestion of toxins within your body. And when your body is congested, your lymph node is storing all of these toxins. It's not doing what it's properly supposed to do. It's not functioning properly. It's supposed to clear out all of these toxins. So what does this do? This leads to inflammation and can also lead to autoimmune issues. So I wanted to make this video because I'm tired of us sacrificing our health to look younger. Back in my day when I was in high school, no one got Botox. Now I'm looking at girls that are 15, 16, 17, and I'm shocked. They're getting their lips done. Everybody looks the same. It's not good, you guys. We don't need any of that stuff. And it's so deep. This is another rabbit hole to go down. So of course, I have a couple of techniques that I've been doing for the last 2 months or so as alternatives to Botox. These techniques are completely natural. They are ancestral. Besides eating an animal-based diet, a nutrient-dense diet, I do 2 things as a part of my weekly self-care routine, which promotes good blood flow and helps drain out my lymph nodes. So the first one is this gua sha tool, which is one of the oldest recorded forms of traditional Chinese medicine. This is a traditional Chinese medicine treatment, and it was gifted to me, and I was like, what's this? And I did my research and I'm like, damn, this is cool. And I started doing it, and I've been doing it for the last 2 months, about 2 to 3 times a week, and I am loving it. So gua sha actually means to scrape away illness. So it involves using, a tool like this, which is made of jade. You need pure jade. You could use another tool, could be ox horn. So it has to be like one of those natural ingredients. A lot of people are selling the fake stuff. And what you do is you apply a little bit of oil or a cream. I use my tallow-based cream, and you kind of just gently massage your face with it in very specific motions away from the face. There's a whole science to it. So you kind of do this repeatedly. It's supposed to hold your face. It's supposed to glide on smoothly, repeatedly in one direction. You can do it on your neck, on your chest, on your face, on your body. The aim of this is to activate blood circulation and to help manually drain our sluggish lymphs. Our lymphs can kind of create or have this stagnant fluid that can cause inflammation and puffiness. It's really just kind of helping kick our body's natural system into gear. I also find it helps a lot with alleviating tension, like in the jaw area, in the forehead, right here, kind of frowning sometimes, get that loosened up here. So there's different techniques that you could use. I had to watch a couple videos before I became a master. So some of you may be asking, how the heck is this related to ancestral healing? Well, let me tell you, historical records on gua sha use date back to the Paleolithic age. When people fell sick or became unconscious, hands and stones were used to rub parts of their bodies to help alleviate pain or alleviate symptoms of disease. And a lot of people don't even use gua sha, they just use their hands, and it's like little certain hand techniques you could use. I think it's also called face yoga. It's a whole thing, guys. Look it up. So the second thing that I do, and this is not sponsored, I paid for these. I got these little cupping things from this brand called Wilding. And I do this, I've just got them last week, so I'm going to be doing this once or twice a week because apparently it's very effective. You don't need to do it often. So once or twice a week, I'm going to get in there. And it's basically the same type of technique. You have to have some kind of lubricant on your skin so that there's no like friction. It glides on smoothly. So what these little cupping things do is they create a gentle suction effect. This section pulls blood and nutrients from the deepest layers of the skin to the surface. This kind of stimulates my skin and leaves me with a beautiful, refreshed glow. It also helps with draining lymph nodes and increases the supply of oxygen and nutrients to the skin. It helps encourage our body's healing response by sending white blood cells and other healing responses to the affected areas. So obviously, as you saw, there's two sizes. The bigger size, I can't do it right now because I have no cream on my face, but it's more for this part, for your face, for your chest, for your neck. And then the little guy is more for this part, which is called the 11s, your frown lines, for little lines on the forehead. And I do got some little lines there. They're coming in, 30 years old, what can I say? But these are just the little things that I do. Do they work? I find that with the gua sha, I've seen a lot of benefits in my skin, in the overall puffiness of my face, in the tension. Only time will tell with these guys, but I mean, this is fun for me. This is part of my self-care routine. It's a form of meditation, a form of being quiet and just being alone with my thoughts. And I think that's very important. I think it's a healthy alternative to injecting toxins in our skin, and it has been used for ages. Cupping therapy has been a part of numerous ancient healing systems, such as Chinese, traditional Korean, Tibetan, and Eastern traditional medicine. The ancient Greek physician Hippocrates actually wrote a lot about cupping. He compiled extensive descriptions and wrote about the benefits of cupping to treat the deep accumulation of fluids and pain. So that's it, you guys. We're taking it way back to our ancestral roots. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you on the next one on Friday. Don't forget to check out my other two videos. Have a great week ahead, guys. Take care.